Talk to us about what you think about the bill. Would you be voting in favor of it or against it?
Oh, no, I'll be voting against it. It's not a border bill, it's a border giveaway. We knew and should have expected this 4 months ago when they wanted to negotiate. I'm talking about the Democrats. They finally wanted to sit down and talk about the border. It's been open 3 years, now going on 3.5 years. It's a total travesty, but this bill does nothing to stop illegal immigration. One is too many, and so for some reason we came up, okay, we'll do 5,000 a day. Well, what are we talking about? We've been overrun. I just had a group of sheriffs here from Alabama. We sat down and talked. First thing they said, Coach, we cannot handle all these illegals in the country. We're overrun, and so you can arrest one, they said, but all that happens is they send them back across the border and then they come back and they're back in a week. This is totally out of control. I can't imagine what's happening in the big cities, but this is not a border bill. This is just a giveaway to the illegals and more voters for the Democrats.
Senator, President Biden seemingly confused on Republicans' opposition to this $118 billion bill. Let me play this moment for you and get your response.
Why won't they give me the help all this time? And now they're starting about the border. It's out of control. Well, guess what? Everything in that bipartisan bill gives me control, gives us control, and still meets the needs of the people being able to legally come across.
He says, why won't Republicans give me control? Essentially, it lies in the hands of legislation. Speaker Mike Johnson, though, saying that he knows, President Biden knows, that they could end it with a stroke of a pen. Can you talk to us about the confusion by the president?
Well, he is confused. He's been confused for 3 years, gets more confused every day. The problem is he could stop this in 5 seconds. All he would have to do is make a couple of phone calls, stop them from coming across the border. He knows he's breaking the law. He and Mayorkas have done this. We begged them for 3 years to do something. They are not standing up for our country or the American people. We're losing respect. We're losing discipline. We're losing law and order every day. And it's costing American taxpayers billions of dollars. And they want more money, but he's got the ability to do this. The laws are in place. Just go by the law, President Biden. If you do that, we could rectify this problem in a short period of time.
All right, we'll keep a close eye on that border bill. While we got you, Senator, wanted to switch gears, talk about a bill you're interested in, the Protection of Women in Olympic and Amateur Sports Act, which aims to ban biological men from participating in women's athletic competitions, specifically seeks to prevent biological men from taking part in any women's sporting events under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Olympic Committee. Talk to us about why this is a priority for you.
Well, I never thought I'd be talking about this, being a coach of 40 years, being part of Title IX, where basically it's probably the best law ever come up with here in Washington, D.C. It made it equal for men and women to have their own sports, to be able to compete and learn the things that you learn in life and growing up, and also be able to compete, and some making money. But, of course, the Democratic Party is totally against gender. They do not like women. They want women to be extinct. And now they're getting into athletics to make sure that, hey, let's don't let women learn from sports. Let's attack them by letting biological men compete against them. And as you said, I made a bill last week, and we're pushing it that basically says even in the Olympics, you cannot allow men to compete against women. They are now making it legal in the Olympics for men to be able to box against women. Now, you want to talk about a disaster. This is going to be a total disaster. And again, this is all about the Democrats. No common sense, no thought about the future for anybody other than themselves, and the attack on women. It is just, it's against the law of what they're doing. They know it, but they're going to continue to push it, because they think that this will transition our country into something that it's never been.